When we think about supporting the immune system in a formula with CBD, the first thing that comes to my mind is the use of medicinal mushrooms. And medicinal mushrooms are really popular today. There's lots of different ones out there. People oftentimes, get excited and say, hey, I want to take a whole bunch of different mushrooms. They think that just basically taking any mushroom is great for them. And when you get down to the nuts and bolts of botanical medicine and botanical medicines, the actual materials that herbalists would use, you start seeing there's a lot of differences between the material that is present in one mushroom and what's present in another one. It's also very different what's present in the mycelium versus what's in the fruiting body. It's also very different if the mushroom is grown on the media that it normally grows on in the wild, where it's integrated into the molecular structure of that material. It's actually sucking up some of the resources from its media. Whereas if you grew it on grain, for example, it's just going to suck up the media from grain. It's not the same. And so not all mushroom materials, not all medicinal mushrooms are created equal. I want to make sure that that's clear. Not all medicinal mushrooms are created equal. And many mushrooms out there aren't very medicinal in their use. And so in my work, a lot of my work involves people with chronic disease, and it's been extremely important for me to select the highest quality materials, meaning they're pure, they've been well studied and analyzed for their purity. They also have to have all of the components present that make that medicine work as a medicine in the body. It can't just have part of it. And that really means that I need the whole mushroom as it grows in nature. And so I've found sources for the materials where my favorite and the most important medicinal mushrooms are grown in traditional fashion, grown on their natural media, and then extracted in a way that makes sure we get a wide spectrum, a broad spectrum of materials, not just isolating one component, but getting a lot of them. Sometimes we concentrate for a little bit to try and get a little bit more of a certain thing, like the polysaccharides, like the beta-glucans. But the point I want to make is that we and I have selected very specifically the medicinal mushrooms that to me represent the strongest and highest medicinal value in a mushroom product that's available today. And I have a personal relationship with Jeff Chilton, who is the owner and founder of Namex, North American Medicinal Mushroom Extracts. We get all of our mushroom extracts from Namex. And he's a mycologist from the 60s who has devoted his life to the study, cultivation, and extraction of medicinal mushrooms. So the mushrooms that we've chosen are reishi, Ganoderma lucidum, turkey tail, Trametes versicolor, and chaga, Inonotus obliquus. We've also brought in a fourth medicinal mushroom, Poriococcus, which is another one that does a really good job of supporting the digestive system. And so these mushrooms to me, the reishi, the turkey tail, and the chaga are the most important medicinal mushrooms that you can get today. And if you want to understand why that's the case, look at the data, look at the research supporting the use of these particular mushrooms grown in their natural media, extracted with traditional methods, and you will find thousands of research articles supporting their use in the body and improving function across many systems, and specifically having very profound effects on immune function. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm so happy that with our product, we've been able to really just focus on those Namex products and bring them together with CBD in a way that provides a very potent medicine.